quick update with Outstation, where things are at. I've been a little silent for a bit simply because I've just been super busy with like everything. Let me break down sort of what's been going on. Maybe the past, geez, I don't know when I did an update last. Couple weeks. First thing I've really been working on is the wave system. I've rewritten the spawning mechanics for it maybe 3 different times. I'd go through and have it produce ships one at a time a certain way, or I would have it do groups procedurally. And I think really I've finally kind of narrowed it down and gotten to what I really wanted to do, distilling it to a mix of handcrafted versus sort of an automated way of building the groups. The way it's going to be working now is spawning groups that I sort of handcraft. There's going to be easy... You alright, dog? Yoshi, come here. Look at that. She's gotten so big. She's like 6 months now. Can I use you for clickbait? Thanks, girl. The spawn system. So I get a pretty good balance of what I think make a lot of sort of old school shoot 'em ups fun, where you get things that fly in a certain pattern, they move a certain way and then shoot at the player and stuff like that. This will allow me to do a bit more of that a little bit more freely. If I was doing everything in code as I was originally tending to do, I would have that, but I feel like it would feel too random. It would just be a bunch of jarbled mess and is that a word? This will be a better combination of these sort of hand-tailored experiences, and then those groups being chosen based on a system that I've set up where it takes a look at the waves that you're in, like which number you're in, how strong your ship is, and a couple other components, and it'll pull from those pools of groups and build an interesting experience that way. So it's a marriage of 2 ideas that I was sort of having originally, which were more procedurally generated content and somewhat of a handcrafted experience. Now that all gets kind of in the weeds and everything, so visual stuff, that's always cool to show and look at. I worked on the menu system a little bit with the camera moving, and when you choose different aspects of your ship to upgrade, the camera moves to those areas just so you feel a little bit more in the environment. Shout out to my Twitch viewer Mason, who's actually now doing the UI art. He had the cool idea of moving the camera around. I'll probably throw some of that stuff up on the screen here just to show where the UI is going, because I think the ideas are pretty cool and he's doing a good job of realizing that stuff, and we're still working on it, but we're drilling to a concept that I'm going to implement and I think will look pretty cool. Other than that stuff, you've seen the ship tinting. I put that in already. I added a little outline for the things that you select. I need to rework that shader a little bit, but it's kind of bringing all these pieces together. And on top of all of that stuff, I needed to come up with some lore for the game. I had a basic idea of how the game was going to function, why the player was there, but you really need lore to sort of tie everything together and give you purpose to ideas, right? And it can also help fuel a lot of ideas. That's a little bit longer topic, so I'm actually gonna make a second video about the lore of Outstation. It's really light. It's meant to sort of facilitate the gameplay experience that Outstation is going to be, which is your standard shoot 'em up stuff that you're used to, with some upgrades and customization and things that are easy to pick up but can really kind of hook you in and give you a fun experience holistically. The story is meant to sort of facilitate that and mirror that experience. So I don't really want to do that for this video and cut it up into everything. This is more of just an update of what the game is doing. Just know that the lore has been worked on and it's used to plug in some of the other gameplay mechanics. The next things on the horizon are going to be building more of these groups, building more ships, building pieces, and just the art behind it. So it's actually getting to a point where I can start plugging stuff in and doing a lot of balancing and just making sure the game is actually going to be fun. I'll probably start pulling in a couple playtesters here and there from the Discord, from the Twitch stream, stuff like that. So stay tuned, and I hope this has been cool. Stay tuned for the next update and keep an eye out for that lore video that should be coming out soon. I'll probably be wearing the exact same thing because I'm probably going to record that right after this one. Friendly reminder, if you like these things, to like and subscribe, all the usual YouTube stuff. Head over to the Twitch channel and follow there. I really appreciate that too. It's cool to see you guys during the day and just sort of have these general conversations about gameplay and working on games, what games you like, and all the usual game things. So do all of that. Thanks. Bye, everyone.